Uh, if you've been living under a rock, Daredevil Born Again episode 9 dropped this past Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Is it safe to say good cinema at this point? Is it
yes.
just
Yes, blood
if
is
you
slippery,
were
ladies and gentlemen.
if you were worried, for those naysayers who were worried about how Daredevil will be treated now that Disney controls pretty much all the properties that they under the Marvel umbrella,
Mhm.
you don't have to worry.
At all.
This season has proven you wrong. They did not miss a beat. John Barenthal's Punisher, I'm going to go on a limb and say it. He is the best version of Punisher I have seen to date.
Mm-hmm. Shout out
It
to
used, it used to be Thomas Jane.
whoever sold John Burton all those comics and sat there and said, "Don't f this up." You deserve a productional credit somewhere.
There, spoilers ahead. This is happening. Um, there's a lot. I've said it before that Daredevil, even in comics, there's always this crisis of identity. There's crisis of morality. The relationship between Matt and Frank. I'm like, I could go more. I can go for more of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's volatile, but they hold each other accountable to a certain degree. I was like, Frank knows Matt won't go over the edge,
But can't we say Frank was right?
but Frank was right.
Frank was
He
right.
said, "Go ahead. He's right there. Do it. He's the one. That's the one you were looking for, right? Go ahead, do it. You want me to hear? I'll do it for you. Bye, bye, bye." He said, "You just don't have any kind of decorum. You won't hold back at all." I'm like, no, why should?
Nope.
Uh, see what these people trying to do to you,
Right.
to the city, to everyone? No, why would I hold back? No. No.
Mhm.
This entire season has been really, really good. Their cinematography. There's a scene near the end of the episode. Well, close, not is where he's in the bar, where Matt is in the bar.
Mhm.
And when Matt is in the bar, and he's in Josie's, and he's talking about he needs an army. There is a shot because the windows are pretty much covered up with newspaper. But if you look at the newspaper, there's articles about Wilson Fisk and all this other stuff, and Matt is like in the one opening of that shot of the inside of the bar. I'm like, that's a cool shot.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
that was
I'll
a very
give-
good
I'll-
looking shot.
I would say this as well, and again, this is not. I did not find this. People that got eagle eyes decided to look at it. They found certain names that were in the newspaper surrounding Daredevil. Somebody really took the time, magnified it, and said, and literally point out. They circled certain names and said, "This is the reason why I know season 2 is going to be not. Season 2 is going to answer our question on where everybody is."
I mean, if you got a curfew going on, Harlem's Paradise is pretty much clapped. If the
they times are nighttime. It was just
Right.
between
He was
that,
like 8. We just starting to open up at 8. We ain't even.
No comment.
you can't have
Right.
only the drug dealers coming in after 8 p.m. That pretty much puts a bullseye on the task force comes in and just throws the paddy wagon out.
Of course you can.
If Harlem's Paradise becomes Harlem Nights,
Damn near. I mean, Harlem Nights at least has some legitimacy going on. You just had one dude who didn't like all that money going to black people.
That's what that was.
At the end of the day with them, they're just like, we'll use this place to route all the criminal activity. It's like, damn, we can't even go outside. We got to like schedule the drug drops on Zoom and shit.
all I got to sit there and say, it's not the same without Delaries. That's all I'm saying.
No,
Kiss my entire ass.
Look, if you do a remake, Lunel is right there.
Actually,
That's the closest you're gonna get to that energy.
no.
Look
But
at Lunel.
I'd rather do
think so?
Miss Pat would probably be better. Better than Lunel.
I still Monique is it?
Yeah, Monique. Yeah,
I feel like it depends on if
between
if,
Monique and Miss Pat, I'm gonna.
I feel like
I'm
it
gonna-
depends on if Monique feels like playing that type of character that day. Like you got to ask her at the right time.
Shoot, that's her every day.
I'm just saying, if you catch her in a hello, my baby's mood, and then say, we need you to play Delarice, it's like, no.
So anyway, about this last episode, we realized that Wilson Fisk has an unlimited number of white suits. Of different variations, I might add. Blood is slippery, or either that or Gallo has a lot of product in his hair.
Dude, you how long on the force? Like, fight back. You're not just gonna sit here and squeeze me like
here's the thing. When Fisk is doing that, I don't think there was any kind of fight he could give.
He got chopped in the throat before he grabbed him. So
yeah, I'm saying, there was, and that's a strong dude. Like I'm like, there's no get your hands off me. That man is strong.
If this is your head, and literally it's getting crushed, as a man is making there's just something odd about a man making eye contact with you while he's crushing the skull of another man. It's unsettling, is what I'm getting at.
Like,
this is the way.
Turn your weight.
What is the most disturbing is the fact that Fisk made that example of him in front of the task force and finishes and says, "Are there any questions?" And no one says anything.
Because I'm not getting my head crushed.
Supposed to say.
I was like, hey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you gonna say?
I'd be like, hey, so I can just shoot him, right? Because like I'm not able to. I don't lift that.
Right.
Like I can just.
I'm like, so exactly. No stop and frisk. We can just stop and shoot. Cool. All right. I ain't got no questions, boss. I'm good. I'm good on the hair. I'm good.
And even then, you put the tarp everywhere but the floor. So like, what the? That was my biggest thing about it. I'm like, you did everything to cover the splatter except where it's going to be. Like,
see that's you know.
No, this was the part that got me. It's all over his suit, and he's doing like this.
Right.
Oh yeah. That's just that's not caring. That is like I sat there, showed you guys. You can go my way. You can go his way.
Tastes just like ketchup.
He wipes his face as if he ate a steak.
That was a Hannibal move, though. It was almost like that was delicious.
So why are y'all introducing me to a new man named Luke and it's not Cage? You don't get this dude out. If you don't get this dude with 5 lines out my face.
Oh my god!
And then finding out Homeboy was the one who killed a white tiger. I don't see how some people were clocking that back in like the 3rd episode, and I don't get how.
Yeah, I would have straight up thought it was that dude Powell, the one that Matt keeps running into.
Yeah,
because I was like, no, it's Powell. It got to be Powell. Yeah. He's got to be the wrong guy. I don't see how you made that connection, because I would have thought all of them would have had bullets like that. Not just one particular person.
Well, the fact that he had basically one slip up, or one that we know of, that got him on like his last department shit list, and he was like, "Yeah, dude was selling drugs to kids, and I handled it." And I'm like, "That's not as bad as other people around here, like trying to beat up innocent people in the subway or beat up a."
That was a weird turn.
Yeah,
he says, "I stand on my own." I'm like, dude, you were coming off like you just had a bad day.
So people are like, yeah, we knew it was Powell. I'm like, but how? Nothing about this character up until this point has said it was him. And then let Homeboy over there be a reminder: your coworkers are not your friends, because how do you send like half my squad to the pearly gates, or the fiery ones, and you're trying to recruit them before you're trying to recruit the man that sent them there?
Weed them out. That's all he did. He weeded out the ones where it's like the ones that'll go against me and the ones that'll fall in line. Let me make a list.
I guess you put them on the front lines with riot shields, like a Call of Duty match. Like, we know you can't shoot, just block and take the
yeah.
And then they're gonna say, "Well, it's switched to non-lethal rounds." I'm like, do you not see this shit?
Right.
What is Baby Gandolfini? Can always.
He went full Soprano.
Yeah, because when he's in that office setting, and he starts calling out stuff, I'm like, oh, you've been doing your work. You found out that they're like, oh, you found out they've been stashing money and you about to blackmail. Oh,
if that
look
was
at you
not
with your big boy pants, you put your big boy pants.
A graduate from the Wilson Fisk School of Business, because he came in there, taco meat out, just forget a belt. Forget a belt. Just came with the suspenders and just hiking up the pants. I said, you know what? All you missing is Paulie from The Sopranos to come in and tell you some bad news. You basically him. But
he came out the gate and he looks at Buck and says, what was it again, Buck? And Buck says $540,000 in offshore accounts and such as. He's like, yeah, we got to meet up sometime. And real estate, that's a good place to have. I'm like, dude.
She got quiet.
Shout out to Buck.
Yeah, she got real quiet.
She got quiet. The funny thing was, you saw all suspenders, no belt. I couldn't help but giggle when I saw that. I like, bruh, really?
All suspenders, no belt at the same time. I'm sorry.
Top two buttons unbuttoned.
If anybody is job security in Born Again, it's Buck.
Oh, once again, I've said it this entire time we've covered it. Buck is in rooms that you don't pay attention that he's in the room. You really don't. Like, he's sitting back just enough that you realize, oh wait, he was there. I seen a body, but I just wasn't paying no attention.
And he goes about his business. What you need, boss? I need this problem taken care of. All
and
right.
you had one slip up that really wasn't your fault.
Bad timing.
Yeah. So
I just
like, yo, dude.
It's like missed attempt to give Matt Poison 0 stars. And it wasn't him, like you said, it wasn't his fault.
I went to the room. Guy was gone. He wasn't there.
Daniel is very much giving JD Vance vibes like this entire show.
Like, man, since you said that,
I've been trying to figure out what it is, and I'm like, right, it's the same level of conniving, sniveling bitch, and like I want,
no,
but he's right.
The amount of levels of I want to fit in so bad. I mean, one guy leaks some important information, the other one breaks a national trophy. It's like the same.
but he's 100% right. Ever since Tafara said that, I can't get that out of my head.
That was literally the parallels of this show and what's currently going on, and you're just like, this makes no sense. But then it does.
I still like Cheetos, so I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
But at least they have competence in that universe.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
At least there's competence.
At least Wilson Fix knows what he's doing. He's like, he knows what he enjoys.
And at least learning the rules of the fucking game instead of just flipping the goddamn board.
We were moving millions before through Red Hook. Now, with me being mayor, we can move billions. That's smart.
And now we have Harvard money in a cage, multiple cages.
Stop.
Like, imagine just like, hey, I'll donate to the money, and you got to sit here anyway. Like, what is the bathroom routine like? Is everybody just no AC? I know you're gonna grab me. Can I grab like some sweats or something? I'm not gonna be sitting down here in a pantsuit for like 6 months. Fuck that. I'm not Adam.
That scene.
You know what? Never mind. Adam at least got a mattress.
Yeah.
True.
That scene of seeing everybody in cages. When we did the live stream, we said we were just like, not the cages, not damn. Like, Geek by Heart was shocked. She was like, "Oh my god!"
all his enemies. He sat there and said, "I have taken care of all obstacles, and every one of my enemies is sitting right there in that cage as you just strolling with your wife as if y'all were just going to the Louvre right now. Just let's admire this Frank Castle 2005. Just really,
it's definitely it's Frank. Here, this is what's funny. It's Matt and Frank showing up in each other's places of residence, like they got house keys. Like Matt shows up earlier in a couple episodes earlier. He's like, "Hey, I was tracking you down, or I knew where you were at." He was like, "What are you doing here?" Like, you're mad at him, but you respect him enough to call him Red. You don't call him out by name.
But you could have had some coffee though. He said all this.
He's like all the things.
My Doesn't he have coffee in his apartment? But for serious,
maybe
that is a red flag. That's a red
maybe
flag.
he's been
Maybe
out.
he's a tea person, you know.
He did say what he did say. All I got is tea. He says, "Nah." He's like, "Hey, we're about that. We're about." He said, "You know, we about to have company, right? Yeah, I clocked him a while back. You still ain't got no coffee though."
Like they hate each other, but they don't hate each other.
They are seriously Felix Unger, Oscar Madison.
It was
It's
literally you can tell who's who. That's not hard
like
to break down.
I can't stand you, but we got work to do. You know, like, and I trust that you're gonna have my back. I'm not even worried about that.
But Frank said, "Look, if you think I'm gonna play patty cake with him, I'm not."
Yeah,
as he said, he's got the knife,
and he didn't even debate him. He was just like, "This guy, whatever. We got work to do." You know,
fine, fuck it, let's go.
And it's New York, so nobody questioned the blind man walking how many blocks in a hospital gown.
Man, did he fast travel from the hospital to the apartment unscathed?
One thing New Yorkers are going to do is mind our damn
fucking business.
Yep,
We do
mind
not
their own
give a
motherfucking
shit.
business.
We will mind our business.
I'll never forget when what was it? It's the Everybody Hates Chris episode when they do the blackout and the lights cut out and everybody just loses their shit. My dad walks by the TV and just goes, "Yep, it's like that," and just keeps going about his day. and so when they show the riots, I'm like, "Oh, right, this is
saying that this ain't got nothing my black ass business."
Time to gain some discount electronics.
See, this is where Turk would thrive right now. He says, "Shoot, blackout."
That's who I need to come back. I've been waiting for that dude to show up. Like
Turk left when that stuff went down in Harlem. He said, "Y'all worse than Hell's Kitchen. I'm not here for this. I'm gone." What is y'all going back thrown off the top of the building? He was like, "I'm out."
Like if Turk was to come back and become the man on the street for the next season and be the way like everybody can get information, I thought that was Turk low-key locked up in the first couple episodes, but then I realized, different person.
But that's the thing. Turk is the man on the street. Like he's always been the man on the street.
What the ham sandwich? Bruh.
There we go.
Okay, don't do that again. Don't do that no more.
Did another shadow clone?
Yeah. Shadow.
Yeah, Turk and Claire were like our two connecting people for every Defenders thing. So I would like one of those two to come back.
It'll be Turk.
Yeah,
it'll be
Turk.
Turk. Even in comics, Turk, I swear to God, every time Daredevil needed information, Turk was getting tossed through a window by him.
Yep.
He was his informant, and it was always at Josie's. Like Josie's windows have seen better days.
That insurance policy has got you live in New York. Your insurance has got to be crazy.
It is.
It is. Call the insurance adjuster. Can you imagine calling the insurance adjuster? Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Yeah, it happened again.
Insurance companies must be having a field day in New York. That's all I can say.
And even then, what do you do how do you explain bombing a blind man's apartment? Like, because you can hear them say, "We found Daredevil, we didn't find Murdoch." So I'm like, his cover is clear at least, but. Also, Frank, the drama queen, because why did you shoot through the window and then walk through the open door like right after? I peeped that on the second watch. Like, you could have just walked in and just did that, but no, you had to break the glass and make it dramatic. Not walk through the glass, you walked around the broken window. It's like Billy and Mandy when he opens the window, but then jumps through the glass anyway.
This is what this show has just managed to really stand out in ways. I can't say it enough. I've never seen anybody lose a groin to a knife.
Hey, that's
violent fashion. And here's the thing: that wasn't even the killing blow. That wasn't even the killing blow. He was just like, no, stab, groin, rip. Oh, wait, let me cut your throat first.
My whole thing is you see this man coming at you with just a knife. You have a riot shield. This man flipped over your riot shield as you're holding it, and then proceeds to Swiss cheese you as you are still holding the riot shield, while your buddy right next to you is keeping him locked in as you are getting stabbed to death. I would be pissed if I was the person getting stabbed and someone is watching my ass getting skewered.
I don't know why they thought they could take that man on. because he knows exactly where to shoot. Pay attention where he's shooting. He's not point blank. He's shooting shoulders, arms, neck, shooting down underneath the vest. Underneath the vest.
I felt bad for old boy on the table. He got the worst because you saw that bullet trajectory. I'm like, oh yeah, that you ain't coming back.
What did Matt say? He said, "Frank, no, that's enough." Pop. Pop. Pop.
Pop. I'm like, I think you got him between the stand up curb stomp, which throwing him like nose first into the corner of a table so that everything broke, and then all the extra bullets. I'm just like, we're just wasting ammo at this point.
You got it for waste.
Like exactly. He knows what he's doing. He's building armory.
It's then the discussion after. He's like, all right. He's like, he's not worth it. Bang. What about him? Was he worth it? What about him? Right. At that point, if you're gonna not kill it, if you're not gonna,
it's worth watching that episode for those scenes alone. Those scenes alone.
Right. If you want to bring that cop back, that's fine. I wouldn't say kill him. Make sure the streets know he's
done.
My
theory about him is gone way out the window. No pun intended. That dude's gone.
Well, if he survived the grenade, I would say let him survive, but make sure the streets know that he is the one who killed Hector. Like, let Hector's people handle him. Like, at this point, if we're building an army and street justice is not going to be a thing, let it start with him getting got by the people he pissed off.
Right.
Look,
Spider-Man was somewhere asleep during all this. Pete was in bed.
Right.
Yeah. He was just like, that is not my fight. No, that's probably the only hang up about that episode I had. Like we said earlier, was Colin North being the fall guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Of the whole thing. And I'm just, and like you said, Tafari, I don't see how Frank put 2 and 2 together. You know, y'all already running around with his insignia on your chest.
Well, the bullet casing is what told on him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, how did you know it was his bullet casing? You know, how do you know everybody didn't have that?
Because Frank wouldn't be that sloppy anyway. Frank wouldn't be that sloppy.
No, Frank's not
he wants to send a message, but you're right.
But he ain't that kind of sloppy.
Right.
So it is just, I'm like, the guy I really wanted to get it ain't there. Like that damn Officer Powell.
And this what makes the Punisher special so interesting. Either they're gonna get gotten the Punisher special or they're gonna get gotten Daredevil. One of the two is bound to happen.
Because they already said that season 2 will be back in March.
Mm-hmm.
And then shortly after that will be that Punisher special. And I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be glorious because we see everything that's going on because once again, Frank is facing off with a bunch of the anti-vigilante task force,
right?
And he's really getting the upper hand on a lot of them. He's putting them to waste to the point they're just like, yeah, we got to jump this dude because he is. We were supposed to have him cornered, and it's not working.
I just love that Jason Bourne moment. Just like it's like, oh shit, it's really him. I was like. Y'all thought this dude was a myth? He didn't smooth go walking up to him. It's like, y'all still gonna stand your ground knowing who this man is?
Wow.
It's the way they turn them into a bunch of red shirts and they're like, hey, set your guns on stun. It's like, yeah, no. Like, no. Did no one catch the dude he skewered outside like Mortal Kombat style? Like the episode turned into Sin City for a second. There was no color except the blood.
Man. You ain't lying.
That man.
Hitting him with all these little. Hit him with all these little firecracker rounds that weren't doing shit. And I'm just like,
they shot him in the back with the shotgun. I'm like, you think that vest is
going to? How are you walking? How did you stand up?
He's got his armor is legit.
That vest was holy anointed.
Twice. Twice.
He was like, it knocked him down. It didn't do nothing else. It was just it stung him. It didn't do much else. It knocked him over a little bit because he was handling y'all.
Oh yeah, you look aggravated. My bad. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, you're bleeding out and could be saved, and you see that they're having a whole circle initiation trying to get this man to join the team.
Pal's like, he was like, we look up to you. You know, you
those
can join
people
us,
at your job are not your friends. Remember that.
This is not an intervention. What are we doing? This is not. I'm not having the come to Jesus talk. Y'all want to have a come to Jesus talk.
I thought he was about to like Batman. These are actually like sharp, I don't know, arm things and break out and just Hulk out on everything.
I thought he was going to break. I was like, if he in zip ties, it's a wrap.
If I see him doing this at all, I know, all right, it's about to be up for everybody here. But I think they're saving.
And they wouldn't be prepared because they're not. All they got on their vests. If he was to break out of that, all they got on their vests, they would not have walked out of there.
Pretty much.
He was just like, because Frank don't need no gun or knife.
I mean, he's kind of a little bit more merciful with a knife, but
that chair, if he was to break out that chair, that's all he need. Leg on that chair broke. Okay, I guess you done. It's a wrap. It's done. So yeah, this episode was like extremely intense, and Powell trying to recruit him. I'm like, are you really trying to? Are you serious right now?
You joined my club when I didn't want no members. What you mean, come to you?
Right.
How does that work?
That whole
looking at him like, what?
Serve with you? With you? Y'all trying to emulate me?
Give him that up and down. Like
mess around, and then you toss him in the cage with swordsmen and several other people who of influence who didn't have enough influence, who wouldn't join up with Kingpin.
And gave them all the reason in the world.
Hi, Mark.
And turn and he's literally, oh yeah, you from Jersey? Yeah, how did I know? Yeah. He talked him up. Yeah, I just want to shake your hand. Don't do that.
Nigga, did you not read the manual?
I repeat.
That was that collective. Oh, you're about to die.
So the double chain cuffs from the top of the cage weren't a giveaway.
The fact that y'all let them reach that far. clearly, you all.
He's the only one that got chained up in the cage. Everybody else just is trapped in the cage. This guy is chained.
But between copying how the Maulers escaped prison and Invincible and the head squish, look what Disney needs to mimic a fraction of our power.
This man said, I'm going to break your hand, and then I'm going to pull your arm in and break that, and then I'm going to get those teeth off of you.
Then when all said and done, how did Frank get out? Let's talk to henchman that's missing arms.
Then I'm going to break your arm again.
He ain't talking.
If he's alive to tell the tale.
Right.
Not alive. He better not be alive.
He's not alive. Frank stomped that dude out. He's not alive.
Also, fresh face shaved Frank. What we and Karen got going on over here?
Oh, I heard your two heartbeats while y'all were in the room.
He said fresh shave and aftershave. That for me, Frank?
Wow.
You gonna fight these boys with your ass out?
No, I love it. I love their dynamic because it's just like you have one willing to kill and one trying his best not to. But you're going to be named at best.
I'm sorry. At that point, the no-kill rule is getting suspended for a while.
You blew up my downtown apartment.
Like, you know how much these things cost? You know what I got to explain?
My renovated Hell's Kitchen, open layout apartment. You're all everybody's putting in on this.
I do cases pro bono. Do you know the strings I had to pull for this? Oh my God! I probably did a case for the landlord. You think I'm got to get a security deposit, non-deposit back? No,
right?
This definitely is. The show's 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah,
definitely a 10 out of 10. From the writing, the cinematography, there's even the scene with Bullseye when he's already out in hiding. There's even that shot where he's standing in front of the window, the broken window. It's like the Punisher skull.
Yeah.
It's just I'm like, yo, y'all really did your thing. Yeah, you're right. It's the perfect. definitely perfect guy couple. They're the perfect.
Yeah, but still crazy though. This is
So,
why.
yeah.
This is why season 2 is going to be nice. But again, we don't need Finn Jones though. Iron Fist can stay where Iron Fist can stay in Kunlun. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like they're gonna let him back. I really
Why?
do.
There's
I
on
don't
conditions.
know why.
On conditions.
First of all,
Which
you start wearing shoes.
Which martial artist signed off on him?
They're gonna get like on condition. Simu Liu is over here right now. He's a martial artist. Get your butt over there. Train with him.
That's almost there and say which martial artist signed off on him before we go. We might let you back.
So I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, go back and watch previous seasons. Go back, watch this season. You'll see, like, they didn't miss a beat. They did not miss a beat. I'm glad they made them rewrite it. I'm so glad they made it. I don't know what we would have gotten, but I'm glad they made them rewrite it.
We probably got some trash.
The suit that we've seen leaked for season 2, that's what he was wearing in
Shadowland.
Yeah, that's black
too,
and red.
That too, but also that's what he's wearing in Your Friend the Neighborhood Spider-Man, isn't it?
Yes.
It was also black and red.
Yep. And that's him. Yeah, he's voicing, and he's also doing a voice there. So
something about their voice direction, I know it's the same actor, but it's like, if y'all don't tell me, I wouldn't know. Like, what if I know had a lot of like COVID production problems, but every other show lately, it's like I wouldn't know. It's something about the way y'all mix and master the cartoons. It's like it's them, but it isn't.
Yeah, it's definitely them. People were having like theories already running rampant about like, oh, he's got the black suit on, so he's probably gonna get an army. He's gonna get the hand. I don't think he's that cool with the hand like that. I was like, not like that.
That's all I was thinking. He's not gonna go for the hand. But again, you have people that want to get even, and let's not forget, BB might have actually gotten that information from the police commissioner. She's still a wild card in all this.
Yeah,
so
I think she's
that same file.
I hope she knows to lay a little lower. Because Gallo getting de-jawed.
Yeah, how do you say he resigned? You could have easily said like, "Hey, he was lost in the tragedy of the blackout." Like you
you should have said that because this man is dead. You do realize
he's got a family and a side family looking for him.
All I gotta say, it's gonna be an interesting funeral.
He was like, he resigned. You
definitely closed casket.
Closed casket. But who was some other people that look like Daddy? So what you mean? We his real kids?
I got nothing else.
Who's that? You gonna cause a whole nother dynamic,
right?
No, but yeah, definitely a show to watch. It does have you on the edge of the seat. I like this gritty noir vibe. This is Marvel Knights. This is definitely Marvel Knights, which I missed that run of comics, Marvel Knights. Like it was all street level stuff. And it was good street level stuff. So
yeah,
I'm glad they're, people to say, oh, we want to see Daredevil with the Avenger. No.
Not yet. Y'all ain't earned that.
Yeah. Let's keep these cats street. Spider-Man is probably the only one who can travel between both worlds.
Yeah.
He can do the street level stuff. He can do the Avenger stuff. He's probably the only one who's balanced that beam and can get away with it. But we don't even need him for that. Keep this strictly street level. Get the Defenders back in there. This street level.
It'll be interesting if next. Are you looking at Marvel news or Star Wars news?
Star Wars.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, the celebration is
we're getting there. The info dump is coming out right now, but it would
no. I'm sorry. I don't particularly care about this particular actor. I'm just shocked. Why is Ryan Gosling in my Star Wars?
I was waiting for her to see that. I was hoping we'd run out of
that.
I was hoping we would hit time before she caught it. I was wrong.
Well, I mean, he's the actor, or not the director that he's standing there.
Just Ken. Leave him alone.
Dang.
See, I haven't seen that movie, so
I haven't either. I just know the jokes. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we get Peter, the full ground level Peter, to where even some of the cops he's got to look out for now, because he can save the day, but somebody will still try to put a bullet in him without a second's notice.
Yeah. It's I need Disney to pull Sony's whole card.
Oh my god, especially if the cop is a Punisher unit and Mysterio fanboy.
Yeah, I need them to pull that card and say, you know what? You're the only chess piece on the board.
I just thought about something else.
Just
What if this is the way to bring back Jigsaw?
Or introduce Jigsaw?
Well, technically he's not dead from the Netflix series.
Wait. Yeah.
He's not dead from the Netflix series. He's still around.
What?
What's wrong, Kira?
What?
It's the Star Wars stuff.
Sean Levy is directing the movie with Ryan Gosling, and it's called Starfighter. Sean Levy is who did Deadpool.
That's who was standing next to him when he was out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a little more.
Wait,
excited.
didn't he like put 5 in Jigsaw's chest?
Did you say you're annoyed?
Right.
He didn't kill him.
No.
Really?
Wait, did you say you were annoyed?
He did. He did shoot Jigsaw. He even made mess up his face, but he didn't kill him.
Because when they have season 2 of Punisher, he's like, "Oh my God, Frank is you!" Dang, and that's like the end of it. It was so anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, I mean, it's Frank. Like Frank ain't got time for pleasantries.
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing about it. I mean, you could bring Jigsaw. You could bring in Barracuda. You could do. You could even actually do Nikki Cavella, but I doubt he'll do it.
I mean, look,
Nikki Cavella is a whole nother story, but I doubt they'll do that one.
People are looking for refuge and new drugs. I mean, Bushmaster's still alive. You can make up for killing off Cottonmouth so early.
There you go.
Damn, that was early.
Yep, Bushwhacker.
I think they didn't realize what they had because that was still the early phases. I think they didn't know that he was going to be such a beloved
character.
Yeah. So there's a lot, and yes, the Star Wars Starfighter. I'm sorry, I just now caught it too. I have to watch.
Yeah, we're double watching here.
Same thing with Kilgrave. Like not saying the show peaked, but the episode they brought him back is like a memory.
Because you did the best. You took the best person for Jessica Jones, and you basically made 2 seasons about it, and then you killed them off. David Tennant playing the Purple Man,
or did they?
That is true.
Well, because how Jessica Jones ended.
That is true.
Well, he's still like a mental apparition, but those are the best parts of the seasons after they kill him off. But I think that was cool. I think he's definitely not coming back. Jerry Hogarth, definitely, I'm surprised hasn't made her return with all the between her and She-Hulk. I feel like they would end up making a racket in the defense market.
Because
for all I know, Jerry's been recruited with Val in the legal department.
But that's the whole thing with Devil's Reign, though, because Daredevil does get an army, and it does involve the Defenders. It does involve Spider-Man. You do see Sam's Captain America jump in at some points. Mm-hmm. So the possibilities, and I said this is what's going to make season 2 be built up the same way season 1 has been built up. Because now you're wondering who's going to join the ranks, and will Marvel pull the trigger on Spider-Man? Will we see a Tom Holland, or dare I say, will we see another Spider-Man? I'll even throw that wrench in there. Will we get a Spider-Man, but will we get the Andrew Garfield, or will we get the what's his face? I can't think of his name to save my life right now.
Topher Grace?
Thank you. No, that's Topher Grace.
Tobey Maguire?
Thank you, Tobey Maguire. Yeah. I mean, that's my whole thing. Because here's the thing. We would lose our collective heads if we saw our Spider-Man in a Daredevil Born Again season 2. We lose our minds. Because we keep on saying Spider-Man can be introduced in any other vehicle, and yet they've kind of avoided doing that.
Other than what Fisk has mentioned.
Fisk has said, right. But I definitely know we're gonna get White Tiger because old girl's gonna don the medallion. That's just
I thought we were gonna get more of her, to be honest with you. Like
when they brought her up at the end, I was like, right, we kind of forgot about you once the whole Muse thing wrapped up.
Yeah,
I think Muse is gonna come back. I don't know.
Well, Matthew Lillard has been picked up for the second season. We don't know what role.
Right.
And then we saw the back of so many black teenagers' heads. I was like, is one of y'all Miles, or are we just being teased at this point? Like,
well, we're getting ready to wrap this one up. We look at the Star Wars Celebration Outlaws.
I'm looking at the merch because a white
Outlaws
Vader, a
of
white
Pirate's
Vader with an
Fortune.
order. How much?
Got work to do.
Well, there goes
So,
that. There goes that.
I don't think we need to sign off. Do we need to sign off? No.